Hello everyone. Today I'm still working in my big media journal, and you're probably not going to be able to find them anymore because they're sold out, but these are techniques that you can do on any kind of paper, standalone, in a regular watercolor art journal. I just wanted to have a finished, great big abstract art journal that I can flip through and love, and that's what I'm inspired to create right now. So I'm just bringing you along on my creation journey, and I thought I wanted to do like a big abstract watercolor and mark making. I like making every page completely different yet still kind of similar in that abstract style. So I thought, let's do a color cube, color palette inspiration piece. So I've pulled card 341 out of color cube number 2 by Sarah Renee Clark. This really is my very favorite art tool because it just takes away one of the hardest decisions that I face, because I like too many colors and too many things and too many different types of supplies, and this just pulls me right down into making a decision early on and getting past the hard part, because the painting part is not the hard part to me. The picking the colors sometimes is. And I've pulled these colors out of the Kissoh Gansai Tambi collection, which is very similar to the Kuretake, but I haven't used it but maybe once or twice since I did an art haul on it, and I thought, let's get the Kissohs out. So that's what I have done, and these don't have names on the bottom of them, but I pulled number 22, number 15, I've just kind of eyeballed them, number 61, number 43, and number 45. I've just kind of eyeballed it to get close to what this has on the card, which is almonds. And then I might pull out something darker if I feel like this brown wasn't dark enough. So I'm going to sit my card up there as inspiration, and then I might take some bull clips. I've still got some wax paper on the other side of this because I'm going to activate these while I'm talking. Still got some wax paper because today I just feel so super inspired that I didn't want to leave my paint table yet. So I just finished painting this side, and I kind of am trying to squish that down and make sure the glue stops. So this will be a fun page to be the next one that we turn the page on. So I'm kind of wanting to maybe bull clip this down a little bit. And then I may have to move that, but I'm kind of feeling like just to keep the paper from moving, perhaps. And I was going to consider doing a bubbly one, and I was going to consider, but I think what I'm going to do, and I have my trusty bowl scraper, my silicone bowl scraper, and I do link all these down in the supplies below. I was going to do maybe a bubble one, but I think I'm going to do a large abstract, kind of similar to what we saw on the page before. And this paper's weird with watercolor, so it's going to take a little bit to soak in. And I do feel like now that I've used that darker color that wasn't quite as dark as I kind of wanted in my mind. But that's okay. I'm gonna kind of let it do its thing, and we're just gonna end up wherever we end up. I like having that freedom of not boxing myself in and getting upset with an idea that I may have had and didn't achieve. So that's kind of how I approach painting now. Let's just go with the flow, no expectations. I kind of, had a starting point in my mind, but that doesn't mean if I didn't get there in the end, which let me tell you, sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, that I'm not going to be just as happy with wherever we end up, because I think I will. And I like moving stuff around with this bowl scraper. So if you're thinking, why are you doing that? Because I like it. I like it, that's why. No other reason than that. So, you know what? You do what you like, and don't worry about anybody else asking you, why did you do that? Because that's where the inspiration took me. You don't know how many times I'll log on and look at a comment, and they'll be like, I wish you had left that big, or I wish you had done this, or I wish you had done that. And I'm like, well, you go to your paint table and you do that. and you go ahead and do what it is that you wish I had done. I'm just going where the inspiration leads me, and I like painting in that way. And I'm not painting for other people. I'm not painting to sell this. I'm not painting to do anything other than really resolve my need to create and have fun as I'm doing it. Ooh. All right. This is kind of starting to look exciting, isn't it? Now, I kind of wish there were some marks on here. So before we keep going, let's do that. Let me grab this is my 14B because I like it. And I might just want like some very organic marks. I'm not looking for it to be something super dramatic and to jump out at me, but I want it to be another layer in there maybe. And this pencil is not one of the water soluble ones, which I like because I'm going to continue painting on this and I don't necessarily want these marks to move around. And I don't want them to be so bold that you're like, whoa, that took over the whole painting. I'm just kind of adding a little bit of excitement as you get closer and you're like, oh, what's going on there? That's kind of what I like to do with those. All right, let's go here with the yellow. I don't know, am I going to like the yellow? Let's do a little tiny bit and just see what is this yellow. Okay, it's kind of bright. Maybe we'll just let it kind of do a little bit of its thing without it being a whole gigantic whatever. Okay, I don't think that yellow is my favorite. Now I'm kind of thinking maybe that orange isn't either. What is this one? Is this one too close to that one? Let's see. Nope. Oh, no, it is not. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that might be my contrast right there. Like what? Where did that color even come from? Whoa, holy cow. Now that was totally unexpected because these two other ones have been a little washed out. And they haven't, like that brown totally did not end up being a yummy deep umber like I kind of expected it. So I was kind of thinking they were all going to be that kind of washed out, kind of wishy-washy kind of color. But boy, did that one just kind of like change my mind there. Holy moly. Wow, like that's a craziness. I did not expect that. That's what painting like this makes the day a good paint day. Like when you can get that impressive little where did that even come from moment. Oh, fantastic. Now I'm kind of like with this orange because that orange is kind of bright. Oh, but you know what? Now that I got it on there, I'm okay with that. Yes, okay, I like it. It's my little evil, like Count Chocula laugh there. Whoa, look at these. I like it. Okay, I think out of all that, the only one I did not love is the yellow. But if you don't love the color, use it very sparingly, and then you can see we worked it in. We got like a little pop of some interest, but we didn't overwhelm the painting with the color that we didn't like love. Whoa, like now I'm thinking, wow, this was pretty exciting. Let's go back to the brown and see that brown, totally just not even, it's such a wimpy brown. I mean, I expected it to be a yummy, strong umber, not at all. Whoa, like look where we went with this, holy moly. Okay, I love this. Okay, let's let this dry a little bit and then maybe we'll make on top of it, or maybe we'll be done. I don't know. I don't feel like we're done, but I do feel like we could maybe do some marking on top of here. So let me let this dry and I'll be right back. All right, we're all dry now, and I've pulled out this Deco Art Americana stencil 202006, and it just looks like little stripes of little octagons. I love this stencil. It's a good one. So I've put out a little bit of my iridescent gold deep fine golden heavy bodied paint because I like that. It's really fun, and you know, maybe I don't want to use all my gold mica paste in an art journal, but I could. But I just thought maybe we'll do just a little delicate raining down little octagons because I like them. Oh, look at that! Exactly what I wanted. Oh, that is exactly what I imagined. And I sat here for a minute studying. I went through my whole little box of the smaller stencils I have, and I'm like, I don't want this to be overly stencily or anything like that. I like the yummy art abstract nature of this, but maybe I want a little bit of something, and that is what I wanted. Oh my gosh, I love it when this works out the way you thought. Good one. All right, let's put some more paint out. Oh my gosh, that made this so lovely. And kind of kept it within our color palette, mostly. I think I got this at Michael's. It's one of those, I'm sure it's available online too, but it's one of those that I just randomly saw one time in the craft area, and I thought, ooh, I like that. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful that is. All right, that's completely perfect. Ooh, I love it. Now we just need to decide if we are actually finished. Do we want to do any additional mark making? We certainly could, but I kind of feel like this page is where it was meant to be. So I'm going to call this finished for today. Hope you enjoyed painting with me and seeing where we went from where we started. It's going to be a beautiful page coming off of that page, completely different, and yet still looks like it could have been, you know, the same artist that painted them. Oh, that is rather lovely. And I'll see you next time.